Okay, so there was this thing that, they send data spaces into space, data centers into space. I think it was called like Cowboy AI. It was kind of funny. Oh, Cowboy Space. Yes, Cowboy AI, Cowboy Space. They actually raised kind of good chunk of money, 275 million in one of the rounds. I think that's their second round, and like in total they made like 350 or something. They were pretty cool. So like even like I like those logos, like it looks like the naming. I like the cowboy part. They're looking obviously for some engineers here. If you do space stuff, you can apply because they just got some good pile of money. But basically there were this company that were trying to actually send like energy from space, which is obviously hard thing to achieve. They're trying to make data centers in space. I was like very pessimistic about what they can actually achieve because it's actually like, it's almost silly. It's prohibitively expensive to build data centers in space. It's very hard to actually cool them. You might think that, space is cold, but like it's not that easy. There's actually a huge radiation problem. It's destroying equipment as well very, very quickly. So basically, like even like if you look at their advertising, like we're gonna make a rocket, like send it from the desert. Let's just watch it. So obviously, this is something I love. I love watching, space stuff. I feel like I'm very skeptical about if they can even like get close to getting their goal. But there's still quite a lot of need for sending things to space. So if they figure out how to build cheaper rocket or something, I think that's a good for humanity and stuff.
Stage separation confirmed.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I love that. I love that stuff. So yeah, the unique thing is they're gonna just use part of the rocket instead of just like, I don't know if it's better or not. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be useful there, because basically like you need to send a lot of those there. It needs to be as a data center. They're quite big on Earth. You need a lot of energy. So in the space, apparently, it's actually you can get some good amounts of energy, and you can have it all the time exposed to the sun. So there's no clouds, there's no thunderstorms and stuff. Nothing really obstructs this, but on the other hand, cooling it down is a big problem, So you have to send a lot of stuff into the space, and it's really expensive to send things into space, and it always was, Oh, so another thing I like, and this doesn't change my mind that data centers in space are silly. What I liked was actually they had this cool video, and I hope I will find it. So there was a guy, this main guy, where he's here. His name is Bijou, and he was giving away those hats to the people while actually announcing, we're gonna do this and that. We're gonna do this cool stuff. I'm not surprised that he's able to raise so much cash, like 360 million or something. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Howdy, y'all, and greetings from the great out.
Oh, I think someone subscribed. Thank you for that. So if you are new, like if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe.
Howdy, y'all, and greetings from the great outdoors. We've got 3 big pieces of news to announce today. Number 1, excited to announce that our company has raised $275 million in our Series B. It's led by Index Ventures, and it brings the total capital we've raised up to $365 million. Number 2,
it doesn't in one go, actually.
We're announcing today the architecture and design behind our approach to data centers in space. And that approach involves using the upper stage of the rocket as the data center when it gets into orbit. It's a novel approach and a bottoms-up design, where we're also announcing today that we're building our own rocket program to put our payloads into orbit.
Yeah,
it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, and I like this part. This is like the coolest part, like of all. It's not going to be easy. It's almost like we are the team to do it. We are the best, and it's not going to be easy, but we will do it.
It's going to be a challenging mission, and we're trailblazing our own path to space. And perhaps the most exciting piece of news here is that starting today, We are the Cowboy Space Corporation, on a mission to power humanity from the high frontier. So if you want to be a part of what we're doing, send us a letter in the mail, take a train out to our office. We're hiring the best and brightest minds to make this happen. So, as a group, we say, yeehaw, let's do this. Yeehaw!
Yeah, I like that. I like all of it. This is just so cool. So obviously they're not gonna do it. They're gonna burn that money. But yeah, good luck with that. The best launch video ever. Yeah, good luck with that. Those data centers are horrible. You know, if they send them to space, that's probably better. Very cool business. I hope they will actually. Yeah, I wish them best. Actually, I think this is something that is really cool. It's gonna be hard, and it doesn't sound that achievable, to be honest. Like most of the research that was done so far is actually very underestimating how many problems there is and like how expensive it can be. I think those guys are kind of crazy, but it's pretty cool project. So I wish them luck. I wish you guys luck, like Cowboy Space. Hi, I'm Maciek. I've been a software engineer for the past 15 years. On this channel, I've been sharing my journey building my own startup ideas and giving my takes on what's happening in tech. So what do you think about Cowboy Space? Will they actually pull this off and build real AI infrastructure in space? Or will they just crash and burn like most of those ambitious space startups before them? Drop your prediction in the comment. Also, a question for you, my viewer. Are you building anything? If you are, and if you have an interesting project, come and show it to me on my next live stream. I have added Discord link to the description of this video, so you can just contact me directly. I hope you enjoyed this more of a storytelling style of a video. Let me know if you want more of those. And subscribe, like, dislike, comment, share. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.